Peace. So today I want to talk about self-mastery, alchemy, and why it's important to be self-actualized, okay? We have choices in this life. You have a choice as to whether you want to be a victor or a victim, all right? And the victim mentality is getting played out. And the reason why I say that it's getting played out is because we have the power to be able to distinguish differences in our lives and to be able to alchemize any situation that we desire for ourselves. Alchemical is you. The master that you seek outside of you is you. The guru that you see that you are looking to be like is you. People outside of you that you look up to is you. All of these things are you, all right? And the less that you begin to claim the things that are out there that are taking you away from you being your divine alchemy self, and the more that you begin to claim, all right, the things that are there for your higher self, a lot of the shit that you're experiencing would not even exist. Some of us like to stand on the wall of suffering, and we love to suffer. And not to say that suffer doesn't have its benefits, because it does. But again, like I mentioned in another one of my videos, be aware but never be consumed. Understand that suffering does have to exist to an extent in order for you to be able to recognize the contrast of suffering and to appreciate the contrast of suffering, right? Alchemy is another word of self-mastery, all right? Self-mastery is the equivalent of alchemy. When you are able to wake up every day and be super intentional about your journey, taking accountability for how you feel, taking accountability for people that you sleep with, taking accountability for the storylines that you and the narratives that you're writing for yourself, all right? Taking accountability for how you get up and dress up and honor yourself and ordain yourself every single day. When you're able to live intentionally, vibrationally, what am I allowing in my space vibrationally? That is when you have mastered self-mastery. That is when you begin to master alchemy. That is when you have become an occultist. We don't talk about the occultists much, but listen, occultists are very powerful in the way that they move because they understand alchemy, right? They use things accordingly. They will take information as it is, all right? Transmute that into whatever is going to serve their purpose when that time is needed. They don't hold on to it as their truth, but they take information in. They become knowledgeable with symbols and signs and how they speak. And then once that happens, they've mastered their way of being, that now anything that comes into their space or anything that they're wanting to come into their space, they will pick and choose what part of this information I need in order to get there. That is self-mastery. Be aware but never be consumed. Observe but don't absorb. Okay? I need to make some t-shirts. So when you've mastered yourself, you begin to recognize the fluidity that comes into your life, because now your perception of life is different. If you see yourself as suffering, if you see yourself as weak, if you see yourself as whatever identity you've attached yourself to, which most of the time is not even yours, it's an identity that you've taken on from somebody else, then you're going to have the energy and that frequency of that state of mind. Everything is all mind. Everything is mental, right? The law of mentalism. The best thing you can do for yourself is to honor yourself. See yourself as the guru. See yourself as the God. See yourself worthy. See yourself as the one that you look up to. Because you are that already. It's just that you have cloaked it under a veil of illusion. all right? Even if you take 5 minutes, 30 minutes to get into a routine of yourself every day where you are either reading a book, you're listening to audiobooks, you're tapping into a part of yourself that's been on lockdown, whether you're listening to YouTube videos like mine or other people's videos to get you back to yourself again. Whatever it is, you have to take the time and get out of the chaos and the distraction that this world is trying to feed us, because they don't want us to know how powerful we really are. There is an infinite stream of realities in this world. There's not just what the TV and social media shows you. You have your own reality that you can align yourself to, all right? When you don't wake up every day intentionally in your own life and set a frequency for the day and live throughout the day being intentional, observing but not absorbing, you're going to be able to flow in your life a lot easier, because now your perception is allowing you to see things with a different lens. The lens that you were wearing before was pretty fucking cloudy, all right? But the lenses get to change. You get to decide when you're looking inside of a camera how far, how close, how focused, how distorted you want something to be. You are the actual camera. The lens in which you're seeing the external realm or seeing your internal realm will depend on you. The size of lens you are putting on your camera and the focus that you have or the distortion that you have is all dependent upon you. We can no longer play the victim because the victim card is played out. All right? You have to get your ass up. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are an alchemist. Come back into yourself, because it's not that it's not there, you just have it cloaked under all of this falsehood that's not even you. Now, if that's how you want to live, then do that. But if you're tired of living that way, because there's nothing wrong with that, if that's the life that you choose, you have free will. We all have free will, all right? But if you choose that, don't be mad at everybody else. Live in your chaos and enjoy being there. But don't play the victim, because it's not anybody else's fault but your own. Now, on the other aspect, if that's not where you want to be and you want to come into your power again and you want to be able to recognize yourself again, you have to wake up every day intentional and be able to start focusing on things that are going to bring you back into your centered self. You have to be the lamb on the sacrificial you have to be the sacrificial lamb, all right? You have to sacrifice your old self. You have to put your old self to death in order to be rebirthed again into the newest you and the newest version of yourself, all right? If you continue to stay around people who constantly only see the old version of you, you're gonna get drawn back into that energy. And you'll know who these people are because all you guys do is talk about the past. The past has already served its purpose. You are here now in this present moment. The only thing that the past is now is a memory. And again, what does an alchemist do? What does an occultist do? It takes that information, uses it when the time is necessary, but does it ponder on it? Does it play the victim from it? Does it hold on to it and still engage with all these fucking people that were there in that frequency of it? No, it doesn't. It moves forward, all right? It stores it as information in the subconscious mind. And when they see an opportunity that comes in for it for them to use it, for me to use it, for you to use it, then that is when you use it for your benefit. This is all your creation. There is nobody else in this storyline. The only reason why you have people in your life in the storyline is because of a frequency that you're holding and that they are matching that frequency. And this is why the art of detachment is so important as well, because as you evolve, and I don't mean being higher than, I'm talking about consciously. As you evolve consciously, the same people or same things, the same places that you were here, none of that can come with you to your new earth, all right? We speak about the new earth all the time. The new earth is not a place. The new earth is another step into your conscious awareness of yourself. That's what the new earth is. The earth that you see here is going to remain. The new earth is yourself. It's your state of being. And you cannot take those old things, those old habits with you into this new earth that you're in. It won't be able to dwell there. And if you do decide to drag that along with you because you haven't mastered the art of detachment, then you are going to be off kilter and off balance. You're going to wonder why things aren't showing up for you the way that they want them to show up. You're going to wonder why you feel a certain type of way physically, all right? Because you're holding on to something that doesn't want to be there, that doesn't have to be there anymore. You're going to wonder why you have so much chaos in your life. Because you're holding on to a narrative that was only meant to play its part in that season. We have seasons in our lives, all right? Not everything is meant to be in summer. Not everything is meant to be in fall. Not everything is meant to be in winter. Some things can't thrive in those seasons. Okay? So, yeah, this is my download today. The Alchemist. What alchemy is really about is turning lead into gold. It's turning your old self into your new self. All right? It's knowing when to move. It's being able to read the room, knowing what's there, how to speak, what information you'll need to use in this environment. All right? That's self-mastery. It's not just walking into a place and being lackadaisical and just not knowing what the fuck's going on. No. And I've seen people like that. Like, do you even see what's happening right now? Like, read the room. Observe. You know? You have to be aware of what's going on within you. You have to be aware of how you're responding. You have to be aware of why you've aligned yourself to a certain experience in your life. And then being able to maneuver and alchemize that experience or alchemize that energy into a new space and to a new thing. You know, that's where your power really lies. All right? Let's see what I want to do. I'm just going to open up a page and let's see which one real quick and just read a couple of things. Becoming supernatural. Let's just open up a page. It's graphs. The first thing that happens is that you place your attention and your awareness on an unified field. As you move closer to source and deeper into it, you experience more of it. That journey carves a new neurological path from your thinking brain straight to your autonomic nervous system. Now, each time you venture deeper into it, as you slow your brain waves down, you're building a neurological highway with more lanes, and that neural pathway becomes thicker because you are using it more. Over time, this enables you to more easily merge with the field. The second thing that happens is that because experience enriches the brain, each time you interact with the unified field and experience it, your brain changes. This is what experience does. It enriches and refines brain circuitry. Now you are installing the hardware in your brain to be more aware of this field the next time you merge with it. Likewise, since experience produces an emotion, as you feel the unified field, you begin to embody it. Thus, you embody more of the divine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting books that I recommend. I have a whole library up here. Books that I recommend. And I'm going to place it on my descriptions. It's not going to be on this one because I'm going to have to go through a few and just really put books that I recommend that you guys read. And again, all it takes is 5 minutes to just dive in to begin to tell a different storyline, right? That is what Joe Dispenza is talking about. You cannot stay in the old frame and the old way of thinking. You literally have to begin to, mama, She's biting my toes. You literally have to begin to tell a different... Get back over here. She keeps biting my feet. Mama, Lily, Lilith, come here, my little mamita. She's so cute. See how my foot... stop it. She just did it again. You better stop. She's such a brat. So yeah, you have to begin to tell a different narrative, a different story in order for your brain to comprehend that we are doing something different. Once you begin to tell the brain that you're doing something different, the physical body has to respond. It has no choice. All right? Remember, whatever you keep subscribing to, whatever you keep claiming is going to be your reality. All right? If you're claiming sickness, guess what? That's going to be your reality. If you're claiming that you have a certain disease, guess what? That's going to be your reality. If you keep claiming that men ain't shit and women ain't shit, guess what? That's going to be your reality. Because the mind is perceiving what you are saying. The word is your power. All right? The word is your power. What you speak, your mind and your brain and all of your consciousness has to take that as your truth, because it bows down to you, it is your servant, and then begins to trickle out into the ethers and bring that experience to you. And your physical body will begin, even though you don't see it, your aura, all of that will begin to reflect what it is that you have going on within yourself. All right? And the physical body is going to lead with that, whatever truth you think that is as well. So when you start having physical ailments, you can't lose weight, you're holding on to weight, you're having physical issues, all of that comes from the mental. Begin to study the law of mentalism. All of the laws are important, but the law of mentalism, when you begin to understand that everything is mental, then you can begin to like truly get to understand all that is happening in your world and why it is happening. All right? You guys have a beautiful day. Peace. In the comment section, I am my own guru. I trust the process of myself. I am infinite and abundant beyond measure. I am love. It does not have to be in that category, but the more that you begin to affirm, the more that you realize that your words are power, the more that you type it out, the more that your eyes see that this is what we're living, the more you're going to be able to make this true for yourself. Put that in the comment section. Love you guys. Peace.